Everyone misunderstood the Martian Manhunter scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I brought receipts. The Martian Manhunter visits Lois disguised as Martha Kent and convinces her to get back to her life. Then he goes out into the hallway and we see his transformation into his true form. Most people call this a waste and pure fan service, but I think if Zack Snyder was allowed to make the rest of his movies, this would have been one of the most important scenes in the whole story. To understand, first we have to go back to Batman vs Superman. Barry Allen appears to Bruce right after the nightmare sequence, and the first thing he says is, we know from the epilogue of Justice League that Barry Allen was traveling back in time to try to change the events of the timeline.
How many alternate timelines do you destroy the world? Because, frankly, you don't have the cojones to die yourself.
Now let's go back to the Martian Manhunter. His whole mission is to convince Lois to visit Superman's memorial on that morning.
There is something you can do for me, honey. Come back to the living.
It works, and now she's there when he comes back to life. He was going berserk before Lois showed up, but then he stopped his attack and they flew off together. Imagine how that would have gone if Lois wasn't there that day. Feels to me like that might start a nightmare future where Steppenwolf unites the mother boxes and Superman becomes a villain. The Martian Manhunter was sent to Lois Lane by future Barry Allen, desperately trying to alter the timeline. Without this fan service conversation, the Justice League would have failed. If you've also had this theory, let me know in the comments. I came up with this right after the movie came out, and I've literally never seen anybody except me talking about this. But guys, it is so obvious if you look at the evidence.